10 money habits that keep you broke. Stop doing these today. Listen, if you're watching this video right now, chances are you're either struggling with money or you're afraid of struggling with money in the future. And let me tell you this straight. Most people are broke not because they don't earn enough money, but because of the bad money habits they practice every single day without even realizing it. Yes, that's the truth. You can have a decent job, a side hustle, even a small business, and still remain broke year after year. And if you don't deal with these habits, no pay raise, no promotion, and no miracle is going to save you. So today, I'm going to break down 10 money habits that keep people broke. And if you see yourself in any of these habits, don't feel bad. Awareness is the first step to change. If you're guilty of even one of these, it's already draining your financial future. The key is to recognize these habits, stop them, and replace them with smarter ones. Habit 1. Living paycheck to paycheck. I want to start with the most common trap that 70% of working adults fall into. Living paycheck to paycheck. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Payday comes, you pay your bills, buy groceries, maybe splurge a little, and before you know it, your account is almost empty again. And the worst part? You're already counting down to the next payday just to survive. Here's the truth. Living paycheck to paycheck is not just about low income. Many people making six figures also live this way. The real issue is lifestyle inflation. As soon as income rises, expenses rise to match it. Let me give you an example. Imagine John. He used to earn $2,000 a month. He complained it wasn't enough. Then he got a better job paying $4,000. At first, he thought life would finally be better. But what happened? He upgraded his car, rented a bigger apartment, started dining out more often, and bought the latest gadgets. Within months, John was back to square one broke before payday. That's how lifestyle inflation keeps people trapped. It doesn't matter how much you earn. If you keep increasing your spending to match your income, you'll never escape the cycle. You need to create a gap between your income and your expenses. That gap is your breathing space. That's where savings and investments come from. It doesn't matter how small it is at first. Even if you can only save $50 a month, start there. Build the habit. Over time, increase that gap as your income grows. Because here's the secret. Wealth is not about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep. And if you're always broke before the next paycheck, you're not keeping anything. Habit 2. Emotional spending or impulse buying. Be honest with yourself. How many times have you bought something not because you needed it, but because you felt like it in the moment? Maybe you were bored. Maybe you were stressed. Maybe you saw a limited time offer and your brain screamed, "If I don't buy it now, I'll miss out forever." That's impulse buying. And let me tell you, marketers know this better than anyone. Companies spend billions studying human psychology to make sure you spend money without thinking. Ever noticed how stores place candy and small items right at the checkout counter? That's not random. It's designed to catch you when your guard is down. Or how e-commerce sites add countdown timers. Only 2 left in stock, or deal ends in 5 minutes? That's scarcity marketing, and it makes you act emotionally, not logically. But here's the danger. Impulse spending doesn't just drain your wallet today. Over time, it creates clutter, regret, and wasted opportunities. That $100 you randomly spent on takeout or on shoes you wore only once could have been invested. Over 10 years, invested at just 8% annual return. That's almost $216. Do those multiple times a year, and you've thrown away thousands in potential wealth. The way to kill emotional spending is to create a 24-hour rule. Whenever you feel the urge to buy something that isn't absolutely necessary, wait 24 hours. If after 24 hours you still truly want it and it fits your budget, go ahead. Most times, the urge disappears and you've just saved yourself money. Also, create spending triggers awareness. Ask yourself, when do I usually overspend? Is it when I'm sad, tired, excited, online late at night? Once you know your triggers, you can put barriers in place. Habit 3. Relying on debt for lifestyle. Now listen carefully. There's nothing wrong with debt if used strategically for assets like buying a rental property or investing in a business. But most people don't use debt that way. They use it to fund lifestyle choices they can't afford. Credit cards for shopping sprees. Loans for vacations. Borrowing to buy luxury items just to look rich. Here's the painful truth. Debt is borrowing from your future self. You're literally stealing money you haven't earned yet to pay for something that will probably lose value or bring only temporary pleasure. And the trap is deeper than most people think. Credit card companies design it so you never truly pay off your balance. You keep rolling it over, paying interest month after month. And guess what? That interest is how they get rich while you stay broke. Let me give you an example. Imagine you buy a $1,000 phone on a credit card with 20% interest, and you only make minimum payments. Do you know how long it will take to pay it off? Almost 5 years. And in that time, you'll end up paying almost double the cost of the phone. So that shiny phone didn't cost you $1,000. It cost you nearly $2,000. If you want to build wealth, you must stop using debt to impress people. Before you buy something with borrowed money, ask yourself, will my future self thank me for this purchase, or will they curse me for it? Because here's the truth. Wealthy people use debt as a tool. Broke people use debt as a crutch. So, let's recap the first 3 habits that are keeping people broke. 1. Living paycheck to paycheck. You never build a financial cushion. 2. Emotional spending. You let your feelings, not logic, control your wallet. 3. Relying on debt for lifestyle. You rob your future to pay for temporary satisfaction. If you're guilty of even one of these, don't panic. What matters is what you do starting today. In the next part, we'll go even deeper, covering habits like not investing early, ignoring financial education, flex culture, and not tracking spending. Trust me, you don't want to miss that, because these are the habits silently holding back millions of people for financial freedom. So, make sure you're ready. Because once you break free from these habits, money will no longer control you. You will control it.